at Inferi, the group has split off in 1, 2, 4 directions?
Something like that.
I think. And today we are following Harrison Hunn as he goes to the trailer park with his 2 new besties that he totally trusts.
Totally.
Totally.
And to Ruah, because I gotta drop her off.
Yes. So that's what we will be starting today. Is there anything you wanted to do before heading out?
So he's got the thing of pesticides, which he'll toss into the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
He'll go fetch some thick gloves from the shed slash loft, whatever.
Okay.
Because figures he'll need them. And I guess he just kind of stands in there looking at the rest of the stuff at the bottom part of the loft, trying to figure out if he needs anything else. And then after staring at it for like a minute, he's like, well, guess not. And then close up shop and then head out back to the car.
I'll allow it. It is a known junk location. I will allow you a search roll.
Okay. Search roll is...
If you roll a 20, I'm telling you to pound sand, though,
okay.
as a heads up. You are not getting a 20 out of your goddamn garage.
1d20?
Yes.
It's a 14.
Okay. Let's see here.
I end up pulling the body bag back out of some crevice, like, oh, that's where it went. Although he actually knows where that is. That is, in fact, somewhere in here, because it's carrying a bunch of tools, as I recall.
That's fun. Alright, you have 2 choices here, okay?
Okay.
Do you want ranged or melee?
Oh. Go melee.
Okay. You find Castle Brand Butcher Knife.
Oh my god. Pulls up, that's where I went. What's it doing out here?
I like to imagine this, but it's just what it is like. It was part of your previous knife block that has since been replaced.
Yeah, probably.
And so it's got a little bit of like rust on it.
Oh,
it does a D6. Congratulations on your weapon.
Just good as new, I'm sure. Muttering to himself as he leaves that area. I guess technically it's a barn, but yeah.
Unless it's a barn.
Unless it's a barn. The note is here that I now have a knife.
Knife.
Okay, so the pesticide that counted as 2 slots, right?
Yeah, because they're larger.
Okay. And then I have a... What was it? It was a knife. Was it a butcher's knife?
Castle Brand.
Castle Brand knife. What?
Good old butcher knife.
Oh man. Needs some polish.
I'm very excited for the 1d100 chance of you inflicting tetanus on your enemies.
Oh yeah. Am I allowed to write down pair of gloves as well?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I ain't gonna say they're like hyper reinforced gloves or anything though.
Yeah, no, they're just gloves. Like gardening gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess he just kind of like finds a makeshift way to store that without stabbing himself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sauntering back up to the car and alright. Got what I need.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. Ruah gets front. You two can send him back.
We've got our own car. We'll follow.
Even better.
Nods in agreement. Mm-hmm.
And he will go to his car. I assume Ruah will have helped herself too.
Oh yeah, she's already in your front seat.
Okay.
that you didn't need to let her call shotgun. She claimed it for her own.
Clambers in the car. Make sure he doesn't stab himself. Okay.
Ready
And
to go.
ready to go. Starts up and they start heading out.
You make your way across town with no problems and rather light traffic.
Nice.
And soon enough, you find yourself arriving at the trailer park, which I will bring you to in a moment here. There we go. That there we go was for me, not you. You're still not there. Okay, here we go. Doo-doo-doo. Trailer park. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and we'll use an
myself.
overall
Okay.
total for you. How's that sound?
Works for me.
Boop. There you go. You should have control of yourself.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, I just drag myself out.
Nah, it's alright. Here you go.
Oh, okay.
You can control yourself now.
Me.
And then I will populate the locations that you have directly. Oh, ew, why is it being like this? There we go, okay. So we have, I'm just gonna do text and then...
labeled myself.
You did label it
No,
yourself?
I've labeled myself.
So we have E is Loretta's. That is where the fridges are. So right there. That's on GM layer. You can't see that. Let's try that again. There you go, Loretta's. Then we have... I'll get Rhea's on here next, so you have it. That's I and J. Ruah's. Ruah.
Ruah.
Boop. There you go. And then you had one pointed out to you as well. Last time by Ruah. That was falling into disrepair.
It's like either right next to her or G, right? One of these?
Yes, I believe so. I'm checking right now. Yeah, it's one of the two. They both appear to be uninhabited.
Okay.
So we'll just put locations in question.
Which one was supposed to be Scully's?
F, I believe.
Okay.
Yep.
Which would make sense. So maybe it was G that was the big... They're both next to the one that Ruah thinks is taking things.
Mm-hmm. I'll also just fill in stuff, given you live here. You'd know. You know, that's manager's trailer.
Ted is where? Which one? Is he D? Or is he further in?
Oh, Ted?
Yeah.
Hold on a second, let me get... This is... We're just gonna put the name of the beautiful RV.
Oh, I just connected two things.
Hmm.
With the market, we've got Ted came for wine then left in the morning. And further down, I have a note of Ted, local drug dealer.
Yep.
That tracks.
That's groundskeeper. Ted is. Yep, D is Ted.
D is Ted? Okay.
D is Ted. Ted. Is Loretta still on the... Oh, no, she's there. Okay. I was gonna say, geez, girl.
And then,
Like...
the guy who takes care of... I'm trying to find it. It's just the groundskeep of the trailer park.
W.
Okay.
Though you can find him generally around.
Groundskeeper. Oh, there we go. I see. You got it. I have a name for him too, don't I? I think I do.
Randy.
Randy. Okay.
Randy, the grumpy groundskeeper. You've seen him squinting at you before.
Yes. I did like a curt nod, and he did a curt nod back, so it's an understanding.
It's just an old guy thing. And then, I'll give you... I'll give you ones that you know are inhabited. I don't know if you would for sure know the occupants as much. Because they are more prone.
Yeah, for around in the trailer park specifically, it would probably be whatever Ruah has provided him.
Mm-hmm.
He drives by, but he doesn't poke his nose into things.
So
unless he gets wind of stuff as a janitor.
As a janitor, roll me a 1d6.
So it would depend if any of the people go to the mall, you know.
Mm-hmm. No, roll me 1d6.
3.
Okay. You know someone from the mall lives around here.
Okay.
But you don't know specifically where. All right. You may move as you please.
Okay. I'll start putting my way over to Ruah's.
All right.
What is the daytime right now? What are we at?
We're looking at later afternoon.
It's like starting to turn dark, or it's a little bit before
You
that?
got at least an hour or more.
Okay.
You come up to Ruah's place.
Everything looks in order?
Everything looks in order.
Hey, he will get out as well. He's not just gonna straight up drop her off.
I'm trying to find you the exterior. I see her interior. Where is... Aha! I found her.
There it is.
Put those two together. Alright. You stop, and she gets out of the car, hops down, and you hear the gravel kind of skid under her shoes. Boop. There she is. The men will have, when you came in, you see them pull into their lot next to their big old RV.
Okay, so they're just gonna wait for me to go back to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
They're not gonna oversee you saying goodbye to the old lady who doesn't seem to like them, and you who also doesn't seem to like them.
Right.
No, but she gets out.
What do we want to do once over in the garden at all?
If it would make you feel better. I'm not too worried.
He weighs whether it would make him feel better. No, I think it would. If anything, just to
Okay.
get a sniff of the flowers.
All right, let's go then.
You'll walk back there with her.
So how are you taking all of these?
I'm not sure yet. Still processing, I think. How are you?
There is a lot to it.
There is. It's something when we got people showing up on your doorstep, middle of the night, and they're near and dear and they're hurt.
You did a good thing for Isaac and his kids.
I'm glad I could. I'm glad I was able to do something.
She pulls out a key and unlocks the garden. And she'll head in and wave you in after her.
He follows. He's looking over all the flowers and stuff.
Everything seems to be in order. And you come in and you see the well-maintained space, same as it always was.
I always love your garden. It's nice.
It is my little piece of paradise. Nothing out there can change that.
That's right. He will take a sniff of one of the marigolds.
You smell the marigold, and it smells like marigolds, which I don't know what that smell is, but it's nice.
I presume that this is just a hun flower now, since he has 2 of them in his hand.
She does not put a third on you.
Yeah.
You, as a GM, you have reached your marigold max until you have used one.
He will appreciate the marigolds as he is here. But nothing out of the ordinary. Everything looks good and safe.
It seems to.
Hun looks satisfied.
Another thing, I've been thinking.
Yeah.
If you are going to continue with those men looking around, maybe you know the Wilkes, the boys.
Our character Wilkes is
one of the families in town that has some of the older boys that run around. Just 4 brothers and their mother.
What about them?
I've been seeing them come and go. All hours of today.
Unusual.
Man, you could say it's kids being kids, but with everything we have learned. She shrugs a shoulder. Who can say?
Yeah. Yeah, we could
Did say?
look into it.
Mm-hmm. Let me know if find anything interesting.
And you let me know if anything happens. Right.
Of course. You don't need to worry about me, though, Harrison.
I'm gonna worry.
She pinches your cheek. Gives a little wiggle.
Right, well, I suppose you don't need me to see you to your door.
No, I think I'm going to stay in here for a little bit.
Okay.
But you
He...
know my number if you need anything.
Yep. He seems to kind of like hover a bit, like waver, and then it's like, I need to take care, all right?
What do you say?
I need you to take care, all right? And he is going to give her a hug.
Oh. She gives you a good, strong hug.
I wouldn't hear the end of it if he didn't. It's his gruff way of saying, be careful. And then he cares.
She understands. She rubs your back in the way that a parental figure does comfort.
Yeah, it's a tight hug. And pull away.
She just looks at you with a smile. Go save the tea. Whatever it is you're going to do.
All for nothing needs saving, so
Hmm.
we'll see you later.
And she lets you go. And she, once you get to your car, you see that she closes the garden door behind her.
Okay.
And with that, you have dropped off your second mom at her home.
Nice. While I am driving away, can I recollect if her neck looked okay too?
Good question. I'll allow a control.
Let's see. Control. Where in my sheet? Where did I put it? Oh, I didn't actually make it stick out. Okay. Because this is not... The hug was not a ploy for him to actively check. It was a ploy for me to actively check. Let's see. Control. I made it.
With Ruah, it could be a little difficult because she has the very
She's got the long
thick
hair
braids,
and stuff, yeah.
and the gold jewelry around her neck. But with that considered, you got a pretty good look at her, and you didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm. Thought so. Damn right, I thought so.
Fuck all yeah.
Screw that stupid little idea, that mean, awful thought, terrible thought that Bruce implanted in his head. No. No, I say. It doesn't exist.
It's not real.
I can trust everyone.
Sniff, sniff.
Sniff. Okay, then he'll start driving back to the RV. En route, he'll be kind of like side-eyeing out his window, eyeballing some of the other buildings he's passing.
Okay. Is there anything you are specifically looking out for?
Any other bee boxes, although he probably would have noticed them. I guess just like signs of disuse or abandonment.
Okay. Can I get a 1d6 from you, please?
Sure. 3.
Awesome. And then could I get a 1d10 from you?
6.
Cool. Thank you. You're looking around, and you're driving back around the... Here, we'll go ahead and put you here as I'm talking.
He's going back around the curve. He's not doing, like, he's doing this. Yeah, you can see while I'm building it, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like doing that.
The U. You're taking the U.
Yeah. Because we already know that they're gonna either like come down here to go boop or come back around to check out. Because it's Loretta's that has the B box.
And so, I'll give you. As you're driving through, you can tell that a good amount of the camping spots are unoccupied. So that would be X, Y, Z. You don't see any setup as far as like tents goes or like portable trailers or anything like that. The lots are unoccupied from what you can tell.
T are also unoccupied. Like basically these empty ones, all the empty ones.
Okay. O is occupied.
Okay.
There is a tent there. P is empty. It's just gravel parking spot with a small picnic table and a metal fire ring.
Yeah, I'm drawing a tent. Not the best tent.
It doesn't need to be.
What else? Which one?
Q is a faded motorhome.
Okay.
You see a lawn chair and a cooler out front.
Okay.
R. Let me know when you're good to go. I'll continue.
I don't know.
I'm gonna give you time.
Cooler, so R. Well, R is inhabited. He does know that.
It is inhabited, but I'll give you a description on what you see.
Okay.
At the, you see a mobile trailer that has a kind of wooden finish on the side and a green paint in the back, and you see that it's actually looks like it's able to flip open. And in clean letters on the side is Rise and Shine.
Okay, so that's more taken care of.
The area, I mean, most of these areas are, none of them look unkept as far as the lawn goes, because Randy takes his job seriously, damn it. But, like, you can tell the actual trailer itself and vehicle in general is well loved.
Okay.
And at the very least, recently waxed.
Immaculate lawn around it.
Yeah, there was some very a large amount of love and care went into this.
Okay. So not something to be concerned about, probably.
S, T, and U are all RV spots.
Okay.
They are similar with the gravel parking spot, small picnic table, and metal fire ring. U is special because it has a complete hookup for water and sewer.
Ooh.
Then V is the familiar, large, 5-wheeled trailer with the inflatable boat and outboard motor tied to the roof, aka Adrian, Don, and Kurt's beloved RV.
They just like sitting in their car. Then
you see that their car is parked out front. You see the lights are on in the RV, but the vehicle is still on as well.
Just idle.
So, yeah. They may have split up. The lights are on in the manager trailer. So that seems to be inhabited at the moment. What else can I give you from just a passing by? Because you also passed, let's see here, because you're at there, so you went K, L, M, N. K, you know that is Stanley's. It's reinforced mobile home.
Yeah, I can see the name still. The name's there.
L is a quaint, recently remodeled cottage.
Oh. Okay.
Let's see here. N and M. M is a nondescript single wide RV.
Okay.
And N is a playing mobile home. Similarly to M, it's fairly nondescript, though differently, its blinds are closed.
Okay.
Both of them seem to be dark inside.
Okay. No.
Mm-hmm.
So are both of them in the RV? They just left their car out idling?
As you head up, you see Kurt is still in the driver's seat. He looks out his window towards you as you approach.
He kind of scoots over, and just kind of rolls his window down.
You can probably park in the slot over. No one's staying there.
Oh, is it like a slot within in their own lot?
He's gesturing to you.
That was the well-maintained lot, though, isn't it?
U is the RV spot. With hookups for water and sewer.
Yeah, I suppose he'll park because they're not going to be staying there long anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, drives into there and hops out of his car, walks over.
Kurt will get out of his car, turn it off, come out. And he'll just kind of walk along the small space between the two lots.
What's the plan? I've got a plan, a bit of a one, but beyond that, he shrugs.
Well, we've gotten a lot of new leads recently, thanks to your group. So, we're prepared to follow those at any point. However, for the time being, we're where you need us.
There's over on the other side, there's a couple lots that look to be in disrepair. Ruah thinks that I have a name here. Name. Thinks that Ruah thinks
Scully?
that Scully, might be the one stripping things for parts. On account of she's a freelance mechanic and a scrapper.
Well, we
could
can.
Be a case, couldn't be a case, but either way, the home next to hers, next to Scully, that's Loretta's, and the bee box is there as well.
There.
Which is where
You have the
pesticide.
means to handle the bee box?
I've got the pesticide.
That should work. How about then myself and Dawn pay a visit to Scully's? Get that Q&A started. Should buy you enough time to look into the questioned RV. Unless this town is used to you breaking and entering.
There's not. Generally I'm keeping to myself, but not the breaking in kind.
Would you prefer we did? He's just raising a single brow.
We'll go
Because
plan A first. I'll take a look. I can be nosy though, so I can peek through blinds. I can peek through windows.
Don is exiting the trailer as you speak. And Kurt continues. I think that's probably for the best. They're not gonna bat eyes at you like they're gonna us.
Not to mention that other folk have also started to question your presence.
Don walks up to both of you. The groundskeeper's not a fan of us.
He's not a fan of anyone.
Well, that's comforting. You have a weapon?
I have a knife.
Looks at Kurt. Looks back. Let us know if you want something a little more substantial.
Has Hun handled a gun before?
You live on a farm.
That's true. That's true. And then the joke that there's probably shotguns hidden in the closets.
You have definitely used a gun before.
Well, if you're offering, I wouldn't turn you down. Just saying.
He turns around immediately and goes back in.
Okay, so this body bag is not actually in my inventory, so I can use that slot. So I take it you guys are packing then.
We come equipped for our jobs.
Huh.
It's easier than having to order anything in or buying on the spot. You never know if there's going to be a gun store where we're going.
True, I suppose.
We try to keep to lighter equipment where we can.
So, how often you guys getting side-eyed by, the locals?
Every step.
What, he said never stopped?
He said every step. Don comes out again. Colt All-American. He passes you a pistol.
Huh. We'll inspect it, and we'll tuck it away.
That is a well-shined gun. Congratulations on your pistol.
No, I'll take care of it. Pistol. The knife was... You said it was 1d6, right? Or no, it was d... How's damage work again? It's 1d6, right?
Your knife's 1d6, yes.
Yeah. And then the
I'm
pistol...
checking that pistol for you right now. I believe that is also a d6.
Okay.
But it's ranged.
Yeah. Yeah, I probably would have found one of the shotguns in the... in the barn.
Mm-hmm. I've got another treat for you. If you're thinking you're going to be using that. He reaches into his vest and he pulls out a long metallic cylinder. Offers it to you.
Does Hun recognize it at all? For what it could be?
This might be a little outside of your area of expertise. And you don't watch movies.
He'll... Like, it's offered to him?
Mm-hmm.
He takes it and just kind of looks at it. What is it?
You ever used a silencer before?
No.
Attaches to the end of your gun and makes it quieter.
Oh.
Here, I'll show you.
We will allow them to show him.
He'll take the gun and show you how to attach it. That screws in here. Make sure it's fully attached, and he'll like kind of give it a pull so it doesn't immediately come out like that.
Okay.
Safety on the entire time you're attaching it. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that.
Oh.
You seem like someone who shot before. Hands you the things back.
Huh. I thought I'd be using
That
one
way
of
you
these.
don't wake up the entire neighborhood if you need to use it.
That's fair. Yeah, shotguns don't usually have these. It says.
No, they don't.
I'll leave it because it was given to him attached, right?
He unattached it
He
again
unattached
to
it,
hand it to
okay.
you.
Then he will keep both separate for now. My question then for inventory management.
They can go together as one item.
Okay. And plus...
It's basically a mod for your weapon, so
okay.
I'm not going to punish you for having it.
Cool. And then the marigold flowers. Right now I have quantity 2 because I technically have 2 flowers. But would they just occupy one spot since they're just on top of my head? Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. My inventory is perfectly full. I think I have 1 spot left, but yeah. It's good reassurance. Hopefully I don't need to use it.
Missy really regretted not carrying hers on her when she had her run-in, Kurt says.
And the one I was with Loretta, wasn't it?
He nods.
Okay. He kind of squares up. Suppose we'll get to it. I'll drive by. You can follow me. You've probably driven by Scholars anyway.
We'll go by foot.
That works, I suppose.
Or how about this? We'll take our car. You go by foot. So your car doesn't stick out like a sore thumb and we can block the angle a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Alright.
He
Get to it.
will go to his car and heft out the pesticide. And
have fun carrying that.
It's nothing. He starts to take it over.
They load up into their car and start to drive around. And you make it to, I would say, about... Well, you go ahead and show how are you walking? Are you taking the path? Are you cutting through? What you doing?
Is any of this like trees or wooded or anything at all, or is it just
oh no, baby, it's clean,
plain empty area?
It is open field. It's not as large as it appears. This is a pretty condensed. Like, I'll show you the picture again. Actually, it's not even full open field. There's fields in between, but there's a lot of like good old shit concrete.
Gotcha.
Some of it's looking like blacktop was recently kind of repaved over it. The kind where kids would love to get their fingers in it and peel it up, much to Randy's dismay.
Okay. Well, you know, I don't think people will bat an eye on Hun walking along the front sidewalk that actually heads towards the mall anyways, so he will walk out. He'll just follow the sidewalk until he gets over by Ted's, and then he'll curve in.
Okay. You do so. Let me just double check something real quick here.
His form of stealth not being stealthy at all. It's worked for him as a janitor the whole time.
Yep. You start to drag it along, and you don't seem to come across any problems as you do so. You have to maneuver the pesticide a couple times, and there's at one point there's a like a tuft of feathers just near the sidewalk that you kind of have to go around. Looks like it used to belong to something.
Not there anymore.
Not that you can tell.
Nope.
And you continue on your way. I'll go ahead and give you.
Well, I guess the question is, how
back.
big is this pesticide thing?
It's a decent sized canister, I would say. The kind that like you gotta engage your arm to carry.
Okay, because I kind of imagine he's just like, he's holding it like it's just a overburdened suitcase, basically.
I would say it is the kind that it isn't unrealistic to put it on like a dolly to save yourself the pain, but it can be lugged around if your testosterone deems it necessary.
Okay, well, Hun's got that.
You're taking
so.
you're taking the front here.
Yeah. Yep. Keep. Boop, 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 boop.
And you get to about there. And you see coming out of C, which is a shed with a dumpster next to it. And his good old Randy, comb over and all, his wire glasses looking like they've been bent into shape again and again for every time that they go wayward. And he looks your direction.
And he'll glance over at Brandy and give a...
Afternoon.
Brandy.
What you got there?
Pesticide.
Taking it to the mall?
Yep.
That looks... He looks at it. Do you want a lift or something?
Work a mom out.
He shakes his head.
You haven't happened to note any kind of bugs going on, have you?
We've got more... I don't know. Flies? I hear the buzzing here and there.
Yeah, we've been having that problem with the mall, too.
Well, I have had to deal with a couple of wayward honeycombs. Wasps, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. He scratches his chin. Pain in my ass.
You need any help with them?
I wouldn't hate having more pesticide if you can talk to the manager, but I've already left my letter requesting more. You can see as his expression with requesting is very much quotations.
And, if you didn't just happen to... I'm trying to think of the word here. Acquire some. He kind of... Han doesn't really waggle his eyebrows, but it's the impression.
What, you want my shit?
No, I'm offering. We have access.
Tisks his tongue against his teeth.
The bees have been real bad.
Your side of town.
Mm-hmm. You have a canister. He starts wandering over towards Randy.
Oh, yeah, let me get something out of it. He doesn't even finish it. He just goes in.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out with like a what looks like it used to be a gas like canister, but has since been cleaned out. You can still kind of smell the gas on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like it's fit enough for holding something new.
Well,
Probably not the most sanitary,
well,
but
say if it's gas, that's probably even better because gasoline can be used against bees also.
mm-hmm.
And Hun will share some pesticide.
Randy will happily accept pesticide. You get the feeling he has many opinions on the fact that he doesn't have more. Been trying to find him to add him to the little map, but I was struggling. I found him again, though. And so he takes it, and that'll be... Oh gosh, how many... I think we determined they had 3 charges each.
Oh, yeah. So give him a charge then, or...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're able to give him a charge.
Okay. So we have 2, 3. There we go.
You're one of the only people I can stand in this town.
Well, thanks. I noticed while coming back from Ruah's, Loretta's place is looking kind of rough. And that she's got a bee box. You mind if I take a look at it?
No, that should be fine.
Okay.
Your mom and Loretta are friends, right? She asked you to do it?
Yeah.
Hmm. How's she doing?
She's doing good.
That's good. Yeah, you can go ahead and do it. Just... He says... I won't say anything if she's not home. Just do me a favor, stop by Harvey's on the way out.
Okay.
Maybe put a one groundskeeper to another, put a little bit of an earworm in him. If he hears it from someone who isn't working for him constantly, he might actually think about supplying us with anything.
I can do that.
You're a godsend. He says as he's pulling out a... I don't know how to describe it. It is not a lawnmower, but it is used for traversing the grounds and kind of keeping everything near each other, and he loads up the canister in there. All I can think is a golf caddy.
Right.
And I know that's not it. Yeah, like a little tractor. That's right.
Yeah. Well, you take care. No,
We'll see. The goddamn young kids have been making a mess of this place.
Oh, which ones?
Just all of them.
Mm.
No respect anymore. It's
No
3
respect.
times this month alone. They just leave their shit everywhere.
I haven't had to deal with that by my end, but...
Well, it's because you live on private property. They see the trailer park and they think, oh yeah, there's the dumpster.
Yeah, if I catch any of them, I'll give them a word.
He nods.
And a leer.
He's already seeing loading the pesticides into smaller, easier to spray canisters, and he raises one in a here motion.
Right. I'll stop bothering you then. And he starts moving onward.
No, please, I'm hourly. I found him. Boop.
Yay, there he is.
There he is. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Randy. see Randy and Hun becoming best friends very soon. Randy is a good man. Yeah, crash the old man solidarity.
You are able to proceed to Loretta's with no problem. When you get there, you see that Scully's, there is the large Ford that the two men drive, parked squarely kind of in the way of line of sight of Loretta's.
Okay.
You can see a flash of just like blazing auburn hair kind of as you're passing by, that's standing below shoulder height of two now recognizable bulky men.
Well, best of luck to them. Hun gets to work. He will make his way to the bee box. This is the first and foremost thing. Is it Loretta's that had the like bunch of refrigerators, or was that one of the other locations in question?
That was Loretta's.
Ooh, okay.
I'll bet you there in a second here. Boop.
Okay. He will make his way to the bee box and will liberally apply pesticide.
You are able to do that. How many charges are we using here?
How much does one charge cover? Is it the whole thing that you can get in there and everything?
I will give you, if you use a whole charge on this, you will not need to worry about this box being a problem in the future.
Okay.
Basically, I'll allow you to nullify it as a potential problem.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you can do like half a dose.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's anything there that'll handle it, you don't know on the staying capacity of it though.
Yeah, no, he'll do the full dose because with a full dose being given to Randy may also be applying as well around here, so yeah, we can do a full dose. So he's got one dose left. I assume the pesticide doesn't take up as much because it's not as heavy anymore now.
That's correct. You can put it down to one slot.
Okay. And then once he is satisfied that that is done, because I guess like he kind of like from a distance, because he doesn't want to get too close after applying it and stuff. He tries to crane his head to see, or like did anything fall out when he applied it or whatever. Nice little bee.
As you are applying it, you don't necessarily see anything fall out, but kind of squinting down, you get enough sight of, in the dark of the bee box, some clumps that have kind of fallen to the floor in the passing of your spray.
Good.
You could open the bee box proper to check if you wanted.
Doesn't have proper gear, he just has gloves. Although he did just liberally apply pesticide. He'll flip it and then like step away.
You flip it. It hits the ground with a clatter, and that happening causes the roof to kind of fall off of it, and you're hit with a couple things. A kind of uncomfortable, strangely like salty stench.
Ooh.
In addition to the pesticides, and you can make out a couple of bee bodies fall out.
And that
as
smell
well.
that he's smelling is like not bee related at all.
It doesn't. The bees shouldn't smell like that. And you're able to kind of nudge it with your foot, and you see in the corners, even though it seems like normal bees here, you're seeing some of that kind of uncomfortable pulp
Ugh.
looking material.
He'd spit on it, but he'd be afraid of that diluting the pesticide. So he spits on the ground next to it.
Is this your first run? I can't remember. Is this your first run in with the pulp?
This might be actually. He's because the other bee boxes he never looked in. He just smoked them, like he just straight up burnt them.
Then you're seeing what can be described as basically a red honeycomb with a ground beef texture.
Ugh.
And you see in one of them there's a clear burrowed hole that is empty.
Hole that is empty.
Like it was housing something, but it is no longer. Or perhaps it was being created to house something.
Good riddance. It might have escaped before he got here. Because he didn't see anything fly out when he was applying. Well, satisfied that he has destroyed this thing, and he wants to get away from the smell also, he's going to step away and then kind of make his way over to the... Before he goes up the stairs, he's actually going to, like, peek under the steps.
You see several dying potted plants that have withered from their time away from the sun.
No honeycombs
as well as some general overgrowth. I will allow you can make a search check.
Natural 20.
This needs to stop.
If I
can't
coins.
keep doing this. They can't keep getting away with this.
Pulls out a handful of coins. I'm rich.
For 1d8. This is ridiculous.
4.
You guys don't roll enough on the search table to be getting this many 20s.
Not coins. That's correct. Han will remain 4.
Alright. Let me see what you get here. And then I will offer you a choice. I'm going to start offering choices here. Okay. You have a choice.
Okay.
I can give you a super special item.
Okay.
Of unknown value or form. Off of the super special chart that you rolled.
Yeah.
Or I can give you an item that I can guarantee will be helpful. That I will handpick for you from the search chart. It is up to you.
You know what? Han is a reasonable person. We'll take the helpful item.
Thank you, because you were about to get another stone that makes things edible.
Yeah, I didn't need that.
Yeah. We can't have another. We can't. Alright, let me get you the other search table. I'll get you something. What do you need and what are you looking for? So I can hook you up here.
So he was just checking to make sure there weren't any more
Base,
yeah. What he needs is probably more pesticide. Gosh, what else? What are they dealing with? So
I mean, you want more pesticide, I can give you more pesticide.
Sure, I'll take it.
Alright. You look under and you see
it's like a canister that rolled away.
there is a jug. And it's a milk jug. You look at it and you're like, huh, what the hell's that doing there? You pick it up and you kind of swish it around, and you realize it's full of something.
So,
And opening up, checking it out,
mhm.
giving it a little smell test. Sure is fucking shit. You know that smell. You just sprayed that smell.
Oh, no shit. We'll bump that up to 2 of 3, right?
I will give you, since you were willing to burn your 20 for this, I'll give you two more.
I'm back to full again, baby. Thank you.
As you find what seems to be a place that Loretta was stashing pesticides.
Bashing it to hide it. Camp's nose. Hmm. Well, he will take that as a victory.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and kind of situate his pesticide situation. Um, might be useful keeping them in their jugs, but being in a milk jug is kind of not safe either, though. So he might siphon them back into his canister.
Mm-hmm.
And once he's done that, um, he will go up the steps and will do the very curious no boundaries neighbor and put his hand, up to the glass and peek inside. The hat, like,
You
kind of tipping up as he presses his head against the window.
you put your head up to the window and you get a view of the immediate entrance. Which you see piles and piles of what seem to be papers, dying plants on the countertops, and just general disarray. The door seems to lead directly into the kitchen area, and it doesn't look well cared for. It doesn't look, frankly, it doesn't look used.
Right. He'll drift over from that window over to this one and do the same thing.
All right. Oh, one moment.
Okay. So Hun will be checking out this window.
Yes. Looking through, there is a curtain that is drawn.
Hmm.
So you see a very, like, a tan, slightly translucent. If you're really focusing, you can make out the shape of bed, and it looks like maybe a wardrobe beyond it. And there is uneven shadows within, no movement, but it's looking like there may be piles in there as well.
Hmm. Okay. And the porch, does it wrap around completely? Or does it only wrap around the one side? He'll start to follow it to see.
No, it's just in the front there.
Okay. And then having from, like, driven by this plenty of times, the windows on the other side, are they low enough for him to peek through, or are they too high from the ground?
You could probably peek through them if the curtains aren't drawn.
Okay. So he'll loop around the other side and try to peek.
All right, you loop to the other side. And start to peek, and as you do, you're looking through, and getting a better look into the kitchen, and you're able to see that it's rough in there. I'll actually go ahead and give you the view of it, just because I think with the two combined windows, you're able to get a good idea of what you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that there's just a lot of clutter. It looks relatively undisturbed. There is a thick trail of what looks like dirt, kind of going up the middle into the next room.
Mm.
And you can see just haphazard piles of baking equipment and blue ribbon awards.
Can he, is he able to follow where the trail, like, obviously it disappears behind the door, but can he angle himself to be able to see where it goes?
It would lead towards where the other window you couldn't see into was.
Okay.
So, presumably the bedroom. It's a very small, it would be considered a like one bedroom, one general living area home.
Mm-hmm.
Very small.
He wants to look so bad, but if there's any little flying fuckers in there, he can't deal with it. He'll loop back around and kind of eyeball the fridges.
You can do that. Go ahead and roll a 1d6 for me as well as you're doing that.
Okay. Oh, to see how next to me is doing. 1.
1? Okay. You loop back around to check out the fridges. There you go. They each have a padlock on them. But they are attached to extension cords. You can see they are still running.
They're running.
And the extension cords lead, as you kind of follow them, you can kind of see they lead under the home and up.
They're just sitting out here in front of her.
Yep.
How long have they been here? Because it comes by fairly regularly.
9 months. And I would say they weren't all here 9 months ago. You think maybe you noticed the first fridge 9 months ago.
And from knowledge of having lived here his whole life, Loretta's been here a long time too, right?
Loretta has lived here her whole life.
But the fridge is only started at 9 months, or fridge started at 9 months.
Yeah. But then, say about 5 months ago, the other 2 fridges joined it.
And how is it? Because this probably took a little bit of time. One, distributing the pesticide and then looking around and stuff. What's time looking like right now?
I would say you can get a couple, like, you can explore a bit more before it's night. You still got time.
Well, as exploration, I'm kind of thinking is might be this fridge. You know what I mean. Fun, kind of. I know exactly. It's like he just kind of looks at the fridge. He scratches his head, folds his arms, looks to the left, looks to the right, looks at the fridge.
Looks at the fridge.
Kind of like runs his tongue along his teeth, making that like little click noise as he's looking at the fridge. He approaches the fridge.
He approaches the fridge.
He squats to look at the padlock.
There is, on the back, a hole that looks like a key could be used if you don't know the combination.
I presume he doesn't know the combination.
You can Hail Mary.
How many numbers are on this padlock?
Standard padlock numbers, I'd say. That's 1 to 20, I think.
Let's see. Random padlock code.
You just randomly choosing numbers.
Just looking at let's see. No, this is the padlock. Is it the kind where you like turn the little dial or whatever?
Yeah, it's the left, right, left kind of padlock.
Dial. Those go to like 20 or 30, I think.
Did they go to 30? It's been a while since high school. I'll give you 20. This one's got 20.
Oh, not a secure one. They go to like 39.
Not everyone can afford $39 padlocks.
Okay, so we're gonna go with 11, 14, 7.
Roll a 1d6.
5.
You try it, and it doesn't open, but you can feel on one of those numbers, like when it kind of slots into place, like that one's correct.
Ooh.
14.
14. It said 11, 14, 7, right? That was...
Yes.
Try... 16... Or no. It would be 11, so we would do 2, 14, 15.
No dice.
Okay. He flips the padlock around and picks it.
Dex check. I was waiting for that.
Made it.
You're just click, 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 click. Ooh, 14's right. Let me try this again. Click, 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 click. 14. Click, 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 click.
Yeah. Oh, look, I got it.
Wow, you really did know that combination. Click. As you open it up.
Yep.
And the fridge is now yours to break into. Legally, of course. Totally legally.
Absolutely legally. It's a part of the wellness check, actually.
Yes.
'Cause he has to make sure that Loretta has good food in her fridges, because if they're full of
Hmm.
just rancid shit, why is she keeping the fridge?
Yes, of course. You are such a good neighbor.
She's wasting so much energy on, like, if it's full of stuff that's not even worth keeping energy on for, she's just
Hmm.
letting the money just flow out of her house. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, she really is.
3
It's
refrigerators. Do you know how much energy that takes?
you saying that to yourself.
Yeah, as he steps back, 'cause he doesn't know what to expect coming out of this fridge, and he also isn't
Hmm.
gonna like fling it open. He's gonna like peek it open just a little,
Hmm.
kind of get a whiff of it first rather than full on looking.
You peek it open, and the first thing you see is a good flash of red.
Like
And
red,
there's no
red.
light in here. And it seems like there are several shelves, and they are all occupied. And the little light that comes in hits them all, and there is a reflection back that is all red. The smell is what hits you next. It's wet and rusty. Kind of a coppery smell. Some of it smells pickled, but not all of it. There's just a hint of it.
The door's closed.
You close it?
He closed it.
You close the door.
What the fuck?
Hey, what's in there? As you turn around,
Is it Ted?
and you see in a bathrobe and no pants,
Okay.
with sporadically dyed hair and sunglasses at night, is the one, the only Ted. And he's leaning against your car.
I don't have a car here.
He's leaning.
You're leaning against the
Sorry.
fridge.
He's leaning against the fridge. No, he's actually. You notice he's leaning against your pesticides.
Okay.
This is where he'd be leaning against your car if you had one.
If I had one, yeah. He asked me what was in there.
Yeah.
I think it's meat.
Meat.
I'm gonna gauge his reaction when I say that.
You may.
Control check. I did it.
He does an eyebrow waggle as you say that. As it's just meat eyebrow waggle. And he's at the precipice of I believe you and I don't care.
Oh my god. Question. How often does Ted wander outside without pants on?
Pants are Ted's enemy.
Okay, so this is known for...
Some days he wears pants. I mean, usually when he goes into town, he has
Well, yeah,
some degree of coverage.
no shirt, no shoes, no pants, no service, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a shirt. He's got a shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think he is, a barbarian? He's a businessman. Of course he has a shirt.
Yeah.
But his briefs are white. And I will give you his reference here in the art.
Do you...
As he's standing there in a pink bathrobe.
Nice. How long do you think these fridges been here?
Oh, these things?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Like, a little less than a year, right? Well, the first one was. The second one came in March, I think.
Yeah, it's about
Something like that. And then the third one came in. They didn't come at the same time, I remember, because I met the delivery guy.
And what do you look like?
Just brunette. Good shoulders.
He doesn't say it,
tall.
but the expression that Hana has right now is, I should have expected this answer.
But let's forget about the fridge for a second. I have
Why are we forgetting
I have
about
a
the fridge?
proposition.
Fridge is right here.
But what?
Go ahead.
Cool. I have a proposition for you, sir.
Han doesn't
Is this
answer, just keeps
pesticide?
looking.
This is pesticide, right?
Depends.
Is that a yes? Because you can lie, but I did see you spraying it. So if it's not pesticide, what did you just spray Loretta's house with?
One, it wasn't our house. It was a bee box. And two,
It was
yes, it's
kind of her
pesticide.
house. Kind of her house. Bee box is near her house, and it's an aerosol.
What do you want with pesticide?
Anyway, can I have some?
And why do you need pesticide?
Let's just say I'm making a new potion.
Not with
And,
pesticide. That stuff is lethal.
A bit of pesticides.
You're going to kill
Just
someone.
a little bit. Oh, petit peu.
No.
Hear me out. Trust me. I know the magic, my guy.
The magic is someone finding you dead in a ditch the next day because you
It is not.
pesticide.
No. No. Ted doesn't make that kind of shit.
Okay.
I make the good stuff.
So, in 2 days, they'll be found in a ditch. Do you still have your electronics?
What electronics? I'm straight out of the
Your TV
medieval
and
times,
stuff.
baby. Oh,
Your phone.
I don't have those things.
They still got lights on, so...
Well, yeah, they came with the thing, and I'm not against it. I'm not Amish. I just connecting with nature, you know. I don't want to pay the bill.
He just kind of while like very like the glance is a "Sir, you are not wearing pants" glance.
He brings his glasses down a little bit to look at you over them. Ding! Smiles.
And if... Well, what would it be for me? What's in it for me?
Well, what are you looking for?
That's vague.
Daddy Ted can hook you up. What do you need?
No! Me recoiling. Hun, however, is incredibly stoic, so...
You can make a control roll if you really need to.
You know what, yeah, fuck that. Yeah, he's perfectly stoic.
You're okay. This horrid little twig can't get you to you.
Hmm. What could he get from Ted? Have you seen a bunch of kids around here recently?
Oh, of course.
Trashing everything up.
He looks around. You want to talk about this in Mikasa?
Glances at the pesticide, looks at Ted.
What,
Looks
do
at
you
the
think
fridge.
I'm gonna inhale it while you're not looking? I'm not that good a snorter. Come on. Starts walking. Come into my lovely abode. Unless you want everyone in, in the near area, vicinity, what have you, to listen to us. Because I do not talk with my little voice. He opens the door.
Fine.
Come in.
He will drag the pesticide along so he can just kind of balance it, like... it's basically on the step. It's nearby.
Mm-hmm.
He is inside. How does it
Alright.
look in here?
We'll get there.
Oh boy, okay.
Let me change the music here. Welcome to Ted's sick area. As you come into
God, the colors.
an extremely colorful space. There's multicolored lights
Beautiful.
that are periodically flashing, and there's flags and hangings and all other things. You see he's completely paved over his windows with different posters and things like that. On the front door, to the left of it, is a poorly painted mural of a muscular wizard battling a snake-like creature.
Okay.
And you can see he's got a disco ball.
Mm-hmm.
It is looking like it's 2 seconds away from falling.
Okay, we'll probably fall.
And the music is in universe.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Ted's place is a
as he
disaster.
pivots on his heels. All right, so as we were saying,
I do love that his token basically matches his house.
of course it does.
Han does do a quick glance of, well, it looks clean enough, right? There's no bugs or anything, no hives or whatever.
No, it's actually, despite the horrid fucking surroundings and occasional Cheeto dust, it's pretty clean.
Okay.
You can see he picks up a stack of Dungeons and Dragons books and moves them so that you have a place to sit.
Han will continue to stand.
He sits where he just cleared then, fine. Doesn't bother him.
No? Doesn't bother him?
No. Okay, what you're saying? Or was I saying? It was me, wasn't it?
I was asking if you'd noticed a bunch of kids running around trashing the place recently.
Yeah. 100%. It's Wilkes.
Wilkes, okay.
Wilkes boys.
Is it out of the norm?
Running around throwing trash, scaring people off. Folks have stopped coming by for their potions lately, and I think it's because they're making the environment unfriendly. What's a wizard to do?
2 for against the Wilkes. See about
Well, yeah,
that.
they're teenagers.
A note here. Wilkes will be looked into. And, since you're next to Loretta's, how... Seems like she ain't there.
Yeah.
You know, I did the nosy neighbor kind of looking in, and it certainly seems
Her
like she hasn't
fridges
been
are
there
full
for a
of
while.
meat. You saw that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, there was a good while there. She was bringing, I think, like a steak a day. It must have been a butcher's wet dream.
Just meat in the fridge.
Yeah. I thought about picking it, getting some. You know, just, I don't think she would notice. They're probably all full at this point. But I've never seen her unload them either, and I'm not really here to have, expired bacon. It's not good for the bod, not good for the buns, joints, all that.
I wouldn't trust it anyway. Well, about the pesticide.
Yeah, I'd love some. I would love to do business with you. I would love some pesticide.
I would love some pesticide. Hun considers.
Hun?
Yes.
I can call you Hun, right?
Oh, that was in character. Okay. It's fine.
Okay. So, Hun, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out of rat poison. And I can't just get some because my usual get some guy hasn't been around.
Who's usual?
And Daddy Ted doesn't drive.
Who's usual? Get some guy.
I don't know, his name was like George or something. He was from out of town. He swing by occasionally, I think for church.
I don't think Hun was much of a church person. And he hasn't been coming by recently.
No. Again, no one's stopping by. I have I'm well connected. And yet somehow, everyone, my usual clientele, zip, nada, bubkiss.
Things seem to have been weird.
Weird how?
Just people retreating to themselves.
No, it's change of the seasons. You know, it's around these times, really, that a lot of spells start to take place.
He seemed incredibly serious when he says spells, doesn't he?
Yes.
Tell you what. I share some of this.
Mm-hmm.
And if I have a need,
Mm-hmm.
then you've got a favor.
Ooh, I mean you're dead?
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a deal.
Is this like... a kinky debt or like an actual debt?
An actual debt.
Okay.
There's like no moment of like hesitation or something.
Put it here.
Is that hand?
Yep.
He'll shake.
He slaps your hand. The pesticide.
Right. You need a canister.
Mm. His hand is like cupped. Like he's gonna hold it.
Unless you want one of the milk jugs out there.
Ooh, that'd work.
But I'd hate to find that you've killed yourself because you drank some poisoned milk.
You think I drink milk?
Right, fine. Just go out and go get one of the milk jugs. He won't even question it. Whatever. In fact, he'll fill it up out there, so there's no actual splatter or anything.
As you're filling up, he's just like, milk's 1 degree separation from goats. And goats are the stuff of the devil.
No, are they now?
Mm-hmm.
We used to have goats.
That's a you problem.
Finishes filling it up.
Grabby hands.
He will give it over.
I'm in your debt. Thank you. Alright, anytime you need... 1 second. He turns around, he adjusts his underwear as he goes, because he's got a little bit of a wedgie. Comes out, writing down on a notepad. He rips it off, hands it over to you. It's wizard-shaped.
Mm-hmm. Wizard-shaped
And it's a phone
sticky.
number on it.
Okay. Wizard... Wizard-shaped sticky note. Head's number. It's probably in curly keys and shit, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this guy, he has no right to have handwriting this pretty.
Probably a mental thought somewhere deep in his brain.
Yeah, glitter pen. For sure.
Yeah. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you, actually.
Mm.
Also, word for the wise.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe keep a little better eye out. I was standing watching you for like 5 minutes.
I'll consider it. Fill that out.
I'm not. As you go, he like cups his hands around his mouth, and I'm not exactly stealthy.
Just kind of waves him off as he steps out.
Blows you a kiss and closes the door. Ending TED music now.
Nice. To be fair, Han was doing no attempt to be stealthy, so. And that was probably the roll you made me roll, wasn't it? The one
Yeah, it was the one. The one.
Totally missed him. That was a while ago too. He saw Han just stand there and contemplate those fridges for a good solid.
Oh yeah,
10
he was
minutes.
lounging like a cat, just kind of watching you. Like, ooh, he's being weird.
Ooh, and oh, he's in the fridge now.
Ooh, is he gonna find the meat?
Ted, you have oh no, I would say Ted, you have lockpicking, but no, you just watch them fill the fridges up.
Yep. Kicking his feet like, wow. He did say he thought about picking it, though, to be fair.
True.
All right. You experienced that, and now you're free.
I have experienced that. I am free, and does it look like the two are done with what they're doing?
Actually, if you listen, you can kind of hear a little bit of what sounds like a squabble.
He's not getting involved.
You're a real one, hon. You really are.
He doesn't want to be associated with them. Well, there's only one person that can really observe him, and that's Ted. He doesn't think Ted's gonna be a problem. He'll go back up to Loretta's, go up to the door, and try the handle.
You do so. And it is unlocked. It opens up, and the first thing you are hit with as it goes into the kitchen is heat. Just heat. Sweltering. Like this place has been closed up for a while.
Well, is this because it's getting cooler out though too? So is it heat from like a thermostat having been left alone as well?
Heat as in a thermostat having been left alone and sun beating down on it.
Okay.
And just nothing being opened up.
What does it smell like?
Stale. Kind of grimy. It smells unclean. Not meaty, though. All the surfaces look like they haven't been shown love in a while, and you see now that you're in here proper, the piled high papers are just bills that haven't even been opened.
How long can he date them? Or no, the date would be if he had opened one.
You can open one. You want to commit?
No,
You want to commit a crime?
You...
Want to commit a federal crime?
Nah. I guess he's actually going to, because there's a lot of clutter. He's going to see if he can find a squirt bottle.
A what?
A squirt bottle.
Roll search. If you roll a 20, I will throttle you.
10.
Okay, I can work with that.
A squirt bottle or something that he can use to dispense some of the pesticide.
Okay.
Unless he can just dispense from the pesticide container. I suppose he did that already, didn't he? So he could use the container. I'm just trying to think of something like, because it's burdensome. So he's looking to dispense it like into a smaller thing, so he has some maneuverability in here.
You open up a drawer, looking around, and you find a handkerchief made out of kind of a nice material. It's wrapped up. It's got a little tied around it is a little rubber band, keeping it tight.
He'll look.
You pick it up?
Yes. He does have his gloves on.
Mm-hmm. You pick it up, and you can feel there's something inside it. Something more solid. Has a little bit of give, though.
Can he hold it up? Is there any light in here? No, I suppose it's been off.
You can turn the lights on.
Wait. Lights haven't been on in here forever. He's not going to do that. Is there a flashlight? Could do another search.
You can do a search when she gets to the next room.
Okay. He'll hold the... Or next room, you mean like the closed door?
Mm-hmm.
He will... Oh wait, there's light coming in from the windows. He'll hold the thing up to the light from the window to see if he can see through it.
You can make out that If you unravel just a little bit of the fabric.
He'll do enough that he can see through it.
We can see through the fabric on either end, but at the center, where it is, the rubber band is tied, for about let's say 10 inches. There's just no light getting through.
Can he feel it with his glove?
You can. It's that same kind of solid that you got. It's less solid now that you've unwound it a bit. The fabric seems to be adding a lot more structure.
Mm-hmm.
But the what is it? Handkerchief. If you're able to push it down a bit, and there's a small amount of resistance, and then there's something solid.
Like solid?
Solid.
Okay. I'll take a look. I was worried there was a bee wrapped in this.
And you unroll it. And unrolling it, you are gonna be needing to roll a control for me here.
Oh, okay, cool. Ah, dropped some. Okay. Control. Wow, cool as a cucumber.
All right, good. It kind of has a putty-like consistency. What you see at first, and that isn't what it's supposed to have, but that's what happens when you leave something for a long time in heat and unattended, with nothing to break it down aside from bacteria.
Uh-oh.
And you kind of, as you see wrapped in this handkerchief, is a finger. And a lot of the skin is missing from it. A lot of the meat. And what has left has become a paste with time. Paste that was contained with what looks like baking soda, just in the inside of this handkerchief. So that it didn't smell. And what remains at the center, what hasn't broken down, is bone.
Oh. He will place that on a surface.
There's not a lot of counter space. Where would you like to put it? Mike, you can probably stack it on something.
Here, this kind of looks like a spot. He's gonna put it there.
All right, yeah, that's fair though. Yeah, here we go. We'll just do this. That looks like a penis. Fuck.
Here, I'll just draw like a little...
Oh, it's a GM layer, so you didn't even see what I drew.
Yeah, I didn't see it, because Oh, you got it, okay.
No, you can get it. Go, you're good.
I'm gonna draw just like a little rectangle.
That works.
Yeah, like... Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Just you and your phalanges chilling in an old woman's home.
Those are multiple fingers?
Just one.
Okay, it's just one. That's putty.
Mm-hmm.
He just kind of looks at it. And then he looks at his gloves. Are they okay?
They took the brunt of it for you.
Oh, the gloves.
I mean, technically, the handkerchief took the brunt of it for you.
It did, but the gloves got icky too. Well, he's gonna have to burn these. This is a pigsty. There's got to be plastic bags.
Yes.
He tosses.
I won't even make you roll for
He
it.
tosses the gloves in a plastic bag, ties it up.
Disposed of.
I guess he just kind of documents what the room looks like. He's not brave enough to go into the room where the trail is. Who fucking knows what's in there?
You are able to take in this layout.
And
again,
or no, he never found the spray bottle.
You know Loretta. Not well, but she was kind of in your mom's circle due to similar ages.
Mm-hmm.
This woman ran a bakery out of her home.
How long ago did she stop selling?
She hasn't sold in a long time.
Okay.
She's been retired for a while.
How long did she stop bringing baked goods to events and stuff? Because it doesn't require selling stuff.
She stopped coming to events in general about the same time you started seeing fridges. The second fridge, anyway. We think the first one might have actually been her purchase.
Okay.
And this amount of pile up, this needs to be months and months of neglect.
He's so curious what's behind that door. How much light is still coming in from the windows?
It's getting dim. There's some light.
He will use some... okay, so his bag with the gloves is by the door. He's gonna take that on his way out. He's going to grab some more plastic bags to act as impromptu gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's nasty jazz. It's actually just neglected it here, but he doesn't want to touch anything.
Mm-hmm.
And with the pesticide, he will go over to the door, and first he will listen.
All right. Roll me a 1d6.
3.
Okay. You don't hear anything.
He will grasp the handle. Does it open inward or outward? Like
Outward.
Towards me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he'll grasp the handle, turn it, and like barely open it just so he can peek in.
You peek in and you see a bedroom in equal amounts of disarray, but covering the floor between the bed and the dresser, there seems to be papers strewn all over, taped together. You can't make out from here, but you can see black on it in specific directions and shapes. Writing or perhaps a drawing. You'd have to go in to get a better look.
How's the smell?
It looks like it smells bad.
Okay.
But it hasn't hit you.
Are there any papers near the door that he can see?
Basically, what you can see in the picture, you can see the glimpse of one.
This whiff that he is getting, is it like more of neglect and like dirt and stuff?
It smells like piss,
Ooh.
BO, grime, a little bit of meat in there.
Ooh.
It smells bad. It smells like someone who stopped trying.
He... He considers going in for a moment and then closes the door. This is something that he resolves. He will tell everyone else about first, and then they can decide what the fuck to do.
Okay.
So he gets up, just kind of bundles the 2 bags he was using. Just kind of tosses them. It doesn't... Fucking garbage bags. What he can do, he'll just super bag the bag with gloves he
There's
already
garbage
has.
bags here you can grab if you want. It's a hoarder's nightmare.
Yeah. He'll basically just use a garbage bag for opening the door handle to leave as well.
We may do so.
Yeah. He's out.
You step out, and the air is so sweet and fresh.
Closes the door
You
behind
didn't.
him, and considering locking it, but because that might stop other people from getting in. But no one has been here anyways, so yeah, he just leaves it how it was, basically. So it remains unlocked.
You leave it as it is.
And he will start to make his way back, I think. He'll kind of peek to see how it's going over there.
In their time inside, you think that it sounds like whatever disagreement was happening has started to cool down. How far are you peeking? Like, are you actually peeking to get a view here, or what are you doing?
Well, he's gonna be taking his same route he did before.
Mm-hmm.
Boop, 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 boop. So I guess if he spies anything while taking that route.
Okay.
I suppose he could, because once he gets like up to here. Actually, no, he has to give the manager's trailer an earful, so he actually does like come through.
Okay. Then you can get a glimpse of Scully talking to the 2 men, and she's smoking like a chimney. Not in an angry sense, but literally smoking like a chimney.
Hmm.
And it seems like they're actually getting... They might be getting somewhere with her now.
Keeps going.
Alright. You make it to the manager's trailer. The lights are on.
Hun considers how to word. Okay. He's got it.
Oh, go ahead.
He will knock on the door. Nice.
You knock, and you hear a muffled voice. You think it might have said just a second.
He waits. While he's waiting, he's going to glance around the camper. Also make sure, like, obviously there's not going to be anything here because it's the main trailer, but yeah.
You see that it's a a nicely maintained trailer with white trim, and it has a big manager on site sign in the front yard. Don't seem to see anything that seems off.
Okay.
And the door opens, and you see the opening to a office space, and a man looks at you with a sort of bashful, nervous expression as he says, hello. Sorry for the wait. What can I do for you?
Okay. How often have I seen and or met or spoken to this man?
This is Harvey. He is the current manager of the trailer park, but he was not always the manager. This place has gone through different owners over time, and with it, new people to look over it as well.
How new?
He's been here for roughly the last, I would say, 6 years.
Okay.
So, according to like newcomers, it's not new. According to people who've lived here all their life, who the fuck is this?
Okay. Since his becoming the new manager, how has the trailer park fared?
Originally things were going pretty well.
Uh-huh.
And it kind of had an upward trajectory. It wasn't like perfect. It wasn't great. He wasn't the best manager this place has ever seen, but it was serviceable. But as of, you'd think probably around the last 12 months, it's not been as great as it was. It seems like management has been lacking. You've been hearing it from Randy plenty. And with management lacking, the enforcement's lacking. With enforcement lacking, the park isn't kept up to standard.
Okay. Give me a second. Figuring out my wording here.
He's fidgeting with his hands, sitting in the doorway. He looks at you, then he kind of looks past you and round outside.
Harvey, is it? Right?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. I'm Harrison Hunt. I don't stay here, but I visit plenty.
Oh, no, it's fine. Yeah, you're Ruah's friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he blinks a couple times, kind of looks towards the ceiling. Yeah, did you need something? Come in. You don't have to stand on the. And he just steps back to let you in.
You'll step in. The container will have been left outside.
Yeah,
I just wanted to raise awareness that it's come to my attention as a person who takes care of my own land and some of what's going on with the mall, that the pests have been pretty strong this year, and just want to make sure that you guys are getting enough pesticides to deal with it, because obviously if one area has bugs and stuff, that they can get everywhere and they don't just stay in one place.
he wrings his hands together and kind of teeters one foot to the other. Has it been worse this year?
It has.
Oh gosh. Oh, I haven't.
I'm putting a proverbial bee in your bonnet. For some pesticide. If that's not too forward of me.
I no, it's understandable. It's
How's he looking? How's he squirming?
he's squirming. He's squirming like
Oh, I
any.
missed
He's
it,
squirming
though.
so hard.
So I can't
He
see
was
anything
squirming
else other
before.
than squirming man.
He's squirming. He's looking around. He's not making eye contact with you.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of looking everywhere except you.
Okay.
Like he's kind of looking up and kind of following the trim of the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
He just stopped there.
Yeah. Yes, he does.
I've also heard that you have some kids giving you guys trouble.
I don't. Who said that?
I've heard.
Oh no, but things have been fine here.
Okay. Went away.
Right? He looks at you, kind of sweats.
Harrison looks at him, doesn't answer.
You see him visibly swallow.
He says, anyway, I was here about the pesticide. That's about it.
Yeah, that's I'll look into it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah, that he seemed like he was about to say something, could just abandons it, absconds from that idea.
Han looks at him.
He looks like he dies a little bit. It's nothing.
No, go ahead.
No, I actually was gonna. It's just gonna offer you coffee. That's all. It just seems ill-timed.
Appreciate the offer. I'm more of
Yeah.
a tea drinker myself, but thanks anyway.
Of course.
And I'll leave you to yourself. He'll just kind of step out.
Forced smile.
He does like the hat tip and then he's out.
The little nervous sounds. Very good.
I hope the swallow made it.
I was not expecting Harrison to intimidate anyone, but apparently it's possible.
Good job.
Yeah.
Your stoic demeanor has rattled this very rattleable man.
Apparently.
I have a new baby girl. It's Teddy.
It's Teddy. So Harrison leaves the camper or the trailer. He grabs the rest of his pesticide, which is down to 2 charges out of 3. And he'll start making his way back to his car. Or at least over to the other side.
Alright, you head out. Just so you have the description, because I totally forgot to read it.
Okay.
The office space has, you saw it had like stacks of envelopes and like a ledger on the far side. It looked like it was set up for general managerial duties.
Okay.
There's also a lockbox on the far side, and then a door that led further in.
Okay.
Which was closed.
Harvey is a scared little man. Okay. Okay.
You exit, having asserted total dominance over Harvey.
Right. I would have thought. That's why Ted can get whatever the fuck he wants.
You don't think it's Ted's immaculate charm?
No, I think anyone says anything to Harvey other than his groundskeeper, and he probably just crumbles. Okay, he makes his way back to where his car is, and He'll
Mhm.
probably pull it out of the. What does it look like? The other person hasn't come in yet, right? It's still empty.
Still empty.
I was kind of thinking about moving it though, in case they do come back.
You don't know if it's rented out or not. It might not be rented at all.
Oh, true. I guess he'll just kind of go into his car and kind of collect his thoughts.
Mm-hmm. All right, you may do that. Go ahead. I'm gonna have you roll 2 things for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna have you roll 2d6.
7? Or is it
Okay.
4 and 3?
Would you like to know whether boy
Okay,
spits on
okay.
you? And then can I get 2d10?
8?
Okay. Mm, 8, 6, and a 2. Okay, I see. What did you have in your car?
Honestly, I think he brought everything he had. There's probably an ice scraper in there, and it's not cold yet, but he's already prepared. There's probably an extra change of janitor clothes in there.
Okay. We'll say, you get back. And you notice, only when you get in, that your car is sitting a little uneven. And so you get out,
Mm-hmm.
kind of have a look around. And you notice one of your tires is flat. The front one, left side.
Huh. Does he see tracks? Because this is gravel.
Let's do a dex. Eye dexterity. That feels right.
I made my eye dexterity.
You made your eye dexterity. I love it. Then yeah, you are able to make out some tracks. More than that, you're able to make out some tire tracks.
That aren't my car? Or.
Nope.
Okay.
You're able to tell that the tracks seems like came in here. Then following them, it looks like they might have used this lot to turn around and head out.
Huh.
And in between that, there is the tracks leading to your vehicle.
Well, bloody hell. There's a real question. Would you allow me to have a spare and a car jack?
Nope.
Damn.
Peabody didn't get a free flashlight either.
Check your brake lines, I suppose. Hun would know to do this stuff, I don't. Hun will do a car check.
Okay. You check it over, and it seems like the rest is okay.
How's the gas cap? Was that tinkered with?
You're looking at it, it looks like there seems to be some sign of tankering, but giving it a once over, You have a specific kind of gas cap that it's got to be turned a couple times and then it'll pop off.
Okay.
And it's a little fiddly. This car's older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you got to do to get the cap off. Whoever was here didn't, so it doesn't seem like they made it that far.
Pop the hood. Make sure everything looks good in there.
Given your mechanical background, I would say you can tell it's looking all right.
Okay.
Let me get you some music here. There you go.
Looking at my character sheet. Do I have full hit points right now?
You haven't taken damage.
Okay. I have hit me at 0. I don't know why.
Oh wait, did you?
I don't remember where I would have taken damage from though if I did.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember anything.
And we saw the teeth, but I don't think that was damage.
Just from the thing Bruce said.
No, I never took.
Oh.
No, I didn't take anything from that. I failed like the control check and I got the card. I think that's where I got the card from. Maybe was that?
Peabody's the only one that took stress from that because you already had a card.
Yeah.
It would have been stress, if anything, because I don't think you take any physical damage. But I don't recall you taking. You have a lot of health, don't you?
I have a lot of health. Yeah, I have 4 health. I have 2 stability, and I haven't pinked any of my stability out either. And I've had those for a while.
Yeah, and that would have absorbed mental damage. I'm gonna let you go ahead and put it. I don't think you've taken damage. I don't
Okay.
recall you taking damage, so I'm gonna go on a gut here, and I don't let you put that up.
Okay.
And if we figure out you have later, I'll find ways to hurt you later. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I guess he's just kind of scratching his head.
Mm-hmm.
He sees the tracks. Obviously, like, if he was enough of a car guru, he could look at the tracks and be like, yeah, that tire. But, other than that, he wouldn't know who did it.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think, because he does see, are there, like, black tracks? Like, do they, like, fucking skid out of here?
No.
Okay. So, I mean, he can look, like, he can look that direction and see if he can see anything weird.
You look and you don't see anything. You're this isn't a recent job. Your tire has had time to deflate.
Okay.
If anything, you're thinking, when could this have happened that you wouldn't have seen it? And you know that you were in Loretta's for a little while.
Yeah.
So maybe it was then.
Nice.
And you're looking around, and as you're kind of trying to head scratcher about this, you are kind of backing up, and in doing so, you see tucked in the, like, in between of the picnic table at the location you're at, is a brochure for Camp Coldwater Campground.
Go pull it.
You pull it out, and you can see that it has like some trails marked, and with the brochure has like nearby eateries, such as like the Emerald Scale and the diner, and so they have the numbers for that underlined, and it seems like overall it's something that like someone who wasn't familiar with town would kind of highlight if they're staying somewhere for a short time.
Nothing else remarkable about it?
No.
Was that there before?
You're not sure. You didn't really note it, but you also didn't really give the campground a once over.
Yeah.
It might have been there. You kind of give it a rub, and you can see that like it's a bit weather marked. So you think it was here, and you just didn't notice it.
Well, he folds it and puts it in his pocket. Any other visible changes around here? Like, did anyone fuck with their RV?
Good question. It looks like it's okay. You can't see anything visibly. Tires seem okay.
Okay.
Their vehicles across the way, so.
Well, Hun's stuck. He'll get in his car and he'll wait.
Okay. You settle in for a wait. And I don't think it's that much longer. Because they've been talking to her for a good while now. And eventually you see the car start to round its way again. Come back to your location. Randy's not here. Randy is elsewhere on the property. He's like there. Be free, Randy.
When he sees them come over and park, he gets out of his car.
They get the vehicle nicely parked first and then open the door. I'm surprised you're still here.
Someone gave me a flat. He kicks his tire.
Huh.
You have a spare?
Say no more.
Thanks.
Don climbs up the ladder, and you see he goes to the boat that's anchored there and kind of pulls the tarp back and is half in, half out. Kurt's looking up at him. He's kind of idly chewing the side of his mouth, as one does when they're bored.
Nice. Well, while he's doing that, he points out the tracks. So, whoever it was, it came in there, came over here, turned around here, and at some point during that, stabbed my tire, and then they just drove back out same way they came in.
Seems personal.
Sure does. And it looks like it's been a while, too.
He takes a step to the side, kind of looks over the area. Someone's got to have seen something. Fortunately, we don't got cameras hooked up.
Well, I have some
Been in our
interesting information about Loretta's. I don't know. I figure we'd talk about it once we all gather again.
Come in.
He'll go in.
You go into the beautiful RV.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. I can fucking find it. We'll just get into the scene while I struggle. They sit down and leave you a seat. How long have you been stuck for?
How long do I have? Guesstimate.
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
Half hour. Maybe.
Oh. Yeah, Don will get it fixed, and we'll get you up and moving.
Right. Meantime, so Loretta's. First of all, she hasn't been there, or at least it doesn't look like she's been living in it properly, I suppose, for a while now. It's not taken care of. It smells terrible. Bedroom smells even worse. I didn't go in all the way because the bedroom is a big pile of piss and dirt and papers. Papers do look like they were written on. Might be something to look at later. Wanted to confer with other people first for that one. There's a trail of dirt or whatever it is leading from that door and then through the rest of her home. And in one of the drawers, I found a handkerchief, and in the handkerchief was a puttified finger. Oh no, it was hot as hell in there. What do you say?
You said for Christ's sake.
Oh, and the fridges are all full of meat.
Meat.
I only
So-
opened one up, but I did talk to Ted, who was her neighbor, and he watched them fill the fridges up, and they're all meat.
Meat eating, people eating,
Meat.
bee people. What was it your friend called it?
What? The bee things.
Yeah,
I believe that's a grippy.
that's it. I knew it was something stupid. I couldn't remember though. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
So,
Why me? Why meat?
she's... Don't know. I don't know. I'll know that Loretta withdrew from society and from her groups around, what was it? You said like 6 months ago or something? Around like 6 months ago. That's the same time roughly same time she got her second fridge. She hasn't wired up. They're still going. Obviously, whatever's inside the fridge is the meat.
He scratches at his beard.
Has to be rancid. And it's just meat. I could open up the other ones. They probably are the same thing. Her house is very warm. And it's stale.
Like she hasn't been there.
Right.
So where has she been staying? If this has been going on for 6 months.
I don't know. I do know that the bee box had bees in it.
You got him?
I did.
Good. All right. Well, that's something.
And I gave Randy some pesticides as well, so he'll be using that liberally as well. He's a groundskeeper.
Good. He nods.
I also confronted Harvey, the manager, about getting more pesticide.
What do you say?
What did he say? He was like, okay, right?
Yeah, you pretty much just said, okay, sweat.
He acquiesced. I'm gonna bother him more later.
Okay.
I did find 2 jugs of pesticide under Loretta's steps as well.
Oh, what's that deal with that?
Maybe she was hiding it.
So we thinking they're hiding this stuff?
Maybe. Or it was unrelated. And I just found it.
You both hear a loud swear outside.
Peek out the curtain.
God damn it! Look out. Donna's marching towards the door, flings it open and closes it behind him with a heavy thud. They fucked with our generator. I was doing a look around after you mentioned it, since I was gonna be getting the damn tire going anyway.
So it's not Scully.
We were with her, she wouldn't have had time.
How'd that go, by the way?
Spitfire.
Mm.
But she insists she didn't touch anything. Admits that she's having very bad business. That she used to be the best place to come to in town for aftermarket parts. No one's biting anymore. Even her contact through Katarina has dried up. And she says it's bullshit because she knows people are coming through town.
I've heard same story in a way. Ted's customer service is also dried up.
So then, if people who their customer base is outsiders, then it's dried up, and there's missing persons reports from nearby counties, I think we can put 2 to 2 together. We just need to figure out where the missing people are going. And I think I have a lead.
Might be morbid, but it's not related to meat, would it be?
If by meat you mean people.
Yeah.
She mentioned that the Wilkes boys have been causing trouble on the grounds.
I've heard that too. I've heard that from multiple people.
I think that corroborates it then.
Could have been them that went after my tire and your generator too.
He taps his nose and points at you. That's what I'm thinking. That generator's gonna be a bitch to fix.
Well, we think.
It's aftermarket parts only.
Well, now you know someone who deals with aftermarket parts.
Good point.
Tap's
Looks like
nose.
she's getting business after all. I think... Well, if we think the Wilks are involved... He pats his knees, thinking. How well do you know the family?
Not really.
Damn. First thing that comes to mind for me, if I were doing something, I think maybe a house call.
Thinking that as well. Concerned citizen. Concerned neighbor.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, someone... This isn't an empty trailer park. Whoever fucked with our things and fucked with your car, someone saw it. We just need to figure out who. It's getting dark, though.
Tomorrow.
Maybe so. Could do it tonight. Kurt chimes in. But I don't know how well people would take to us knocking on doors after lights out.
Generally not well.
About as well as Scully, I assume.
About.
What about someone from out of town? Are there any out-of-towners here? I don't know. Do you?
They're all suspicious, aren't out of character, right? Like we've knocked all the out-of-towners as sus.
Most people in town see out-of-towners as sus.
Yeah.
As far as people you know that are from out of town,
One doesn't really talk to anyone from outside of town.
yeah, you're not really someone that does.
Other than someone who might commute to work for the mall.
You'd probably need to ask the rest of the group.
Yeah. Might be worth talking to everyone else. We confer.
All right.
Sorry about the
Then there's
generator.
those tracks.
What do you say?
He said, then there's those tracks.
Yeah.
We could give a shot at following them.
If you want.
What about you?
You saying that to the other?
No, to you.
Oh, Hun said if you want.
Oh, is he including himself in that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get your tire handled first and go from there.
I'll appreciate it.
Kurt and Don will step out so that they can go change your tire.
Well, he'll head out there too, like.
Okay. Good man.
I mean, awkward person just sit in their camper while he fixes car.
It's It's pretty decent of you.
He'd be pretty hands-on with the actual putting everything back into place for the car too.
Mm-hmm.
He knows his car.
Go ahead and roll 1d6 for me.
4.
Okay. And could I get a will as well, please?
Ooh. Is that control?
Yeah.
I made it.
Okay. You're kind of looking around as you're all working together, and you see the lights of the manager's office are still on, and you can see the blinds are kind of tilted outwards, like when you spread them with your fingers to look out
Mm-hmm.
in your direction. When you look back, they go back.
Give me a moment, gentlemen. He's gonna go over to Harvey.
Don waves his wrench without saying anything. It just keeps working.
Harvey, you have a knock on the door.
The door is. It's a second. It's a bit. You could almost feel the hesitation, or perhaps it's the instant regret of being caught. But then he opens it. Hello again, Mr. Harrison.
Hello
sir.
again, Harvey. Couldn't help but notice that you have a good vantage point where my car is right now.
Oh, yeah, that's, yep. Mm-hmm.
You didn't happen to see who came by and stabbed my tire, did you?
Stabbed your tire.
Yeah.
He scratches the back of his head. I think I'd see if anyone did that. I don't.
I'm peering into your soul here, mister.
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating.
I'm sweating, and I'm looking around again. It's just like it's like he's looking for something else. Maybe it's over here. He's you can smell bitch on this man.
You weren't looking out there at all.
I had paperwork.
Hun looks around. Is there paperwork?
There's no paperwork.
Uh-huh.
You could tell the way that he closes his eyes for a second, like, fuck. Why did I say that?
Tell me true. Did you see the car that didn't?
Would you like to roll a control to convince him to speak?
Yes, I would. I made it.
Oh,
it was close,
nice.
but I made it.
All right, describe how you convince him.
Okay, so is there like a counter or something that he's like hiding behind, basically, like standing behind to give distance between Hun and him?
No. So unfortunately for him, there is no counter.
Oh, good.
So
Okay.
he's here, and like you're here,
Mhm.
and he's just standing awkwardly in his stupid little tracksuit jacket. Just he can't play it cool. He's not capable of that. He doesn't have enough swag for that. And you're taller than him.
Am I? Hun's actually pretty short.
How tall are you?
Hun is only... Where is it? Where's my info? 5. Well, no, he's 5'7".
Okay, you guys are close to same height, actually. But he feels small. You make him feel small.
Might be too strong of an intimidation if I tried this though, because it's like I do have the knife. I could pick my nails with the knife, like pick under the nails with the knife. You know, the kind of idle like thing.
I'm going to kill you, Harvey. I'm going to end your life. We've never really spoken before, Harvey.
Right?
But
No, I
I
don't
want you to
want
know that it might be the first and last time we meet.
Right.
Harvey's like, please, God, no.
It is a very Lemons move, and Hun wouldn't do that. I guess he's just like, you know, he's got those brilliant blue eyes, right? And he's just kind of staring into Harvey's soul.
His eyes are tearing up.
And he's like, right, well. And, you know, like, scratches his beard a little, readjusts his hat a little, but, like, when he readjusts his hat, you know, like, this ominous shadow, you know, cast over his face.
You see him gag. Like, silently just...
This is San's knife, but he didn't pull the knife out.
You don't need it.
Okay.
This man is so fucking nervous all the time. Okay, you look. I might have seen something. A car came in, and someone stepped out, but like, I didn't make out who it was.
Who
Yes, he did.
stepped out, Harvey? I'm tempted to have him like grab like talk, man. I'm gonna do it.
Look, Harrison, I
Just use your words. I know you have
I'm
them.
no snitch. I'm sorry.
This is your trailer park, Harrison. Or not, well, I'm Harrison. He doesn't say that. He doesn't fuck it up. I fucked it up.
Yeah, no worries.
This is your trailer park, Harvey. You can't have people coming in and making flats of people visiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
No, you're right.
You're not snitching.
Okay. His arms are just straight at his sides. He's just gripping his pants.
Mm-hmm.
It was... Okay, I'll tell you.
Uh-huh.
For real this time. It was, Colin? Are you familiar?
That is out of character. Is that the gas station man?
No.
No.
The mechanic's son, Brody's son.
Brody's son.
Or I think it was Colin. It might have been his brother. They're twins. It's actually genuinely dark out there. I don't know who.
You know what color their car was?
Blue. It was blue, Harrison.
That's a good lad.
You let him go.
He will gently let him go, yes.
He sits down on the couch and just like puts his head in his hands.
He'll even like, you know, he'll straighten out the ruffles that he caused, you know.
You're a good person. Go ahead and roll a will.
Made it.
You see as his hands in his hands, he's wiping at his face and his head is bent over. There is a scar on the back of his neck.
Okay. You did good, Harvey. Now about that pesticide.
Oh. It's just a fun day. It's been a very stressful day.
I'll bother you about it later then.
Okay. Understandable.
Have a good night.
I'm not. Yeah, okay.
I'll leave.
You leave.
Mhm.
Having successfully reduced this man to rubble.
And they'll troop back to the others. Now it was a scar, like there wasn't a hole or anything, it was a scar.
It was a scar. You're not super medically savvy. You don't know how old it is.
Yeah.
But it looks healed.
Ooh, it could also mean that he's had it for a while and it's healed over. He'll return to the other two.
You have a tire on your car.
No, you didn't.
I know how to change a tire.
Nice. Well, I know how to scare a man witless, apparently.
What do you got?
He says it might have been Colin, Brody's son, or the brother. One of them, the twins.
I'm not familiar with those names.
And he leans in close. He's got a scar on his neck.
You think he's, Don Linson, you think he's in on it?
Might be. I don't know. I have to confer with the others, see what the doctor thinks. He'd know more about that.
I mean, maybe we could, have the doctor come over and, take a look.
I think that'd be a good idea.
All right.
He oversees everything in here, in this place. And as far as I know, once he's taken over, things have gone downhill.
How about you take your new wheel out for a joyride and get us a doctor? And then we'll, say hi to Harvey.
I'll do just that. So I'm meeting up with Peabody Group then.
Sounds like.
Cool.
And, I think that's where we'll end your session.
I got a lot done.
You got shit done.
Hun is a man of convictions.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
He's
what
on a
happened to
fucking
Harrison Hunt
mission.
on the case.